What is up, my peeps? I am back from a long sabbatical from commentating you guys here in PRL. Convenient, isn't it, that I make it for the season finale. And speaking of finale, hold on, I'm taking a bite of a chicken bite. Mm, mm. But speaking of season finale, we have now. Let me pull it up. Hold on. We have. Oh my God, is it really gonna bug on me like this? There we go. We have. Take a look here. We have a tie in first. Okay, that's okay. We have a tie in first between the Red Bull driver, Mr. Bean, and the V-Carb driver, Joe Biden. 271 points coming down to the very last race. It is between those two. Vapors not able to gain enough points, I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, it's going to come down between Mr. Bean. Do I see him in the lobby? He is in the lobby, and so is Joe Biden. And then we've got the constructors still up in the air. V Corp has the lead over the Williams of today, Cac Supreme and Gourd Sauce. The V Carb of. Oh wow, this is weird. This is I guess maybe they have different Discord names versus in-game names, but then we have Joe Biden and Rusty Oil Can ahead by 20 points, mostly thanks to Mr. Biden. But yeah, this is shaping up to be a wicked season finale. Hold on, I need to take off this logo, put you guys' logo up. Now let's get to qualifying. It is a wet race. I'm not sure to what extent. That is not information that I am privy to. But, oh my God, some people coming out on full wets? Dude, how wet is it? How wet is she? I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. We don't do misogyny around here, right? Settle down. What is up, Jeff? Hey, I saw you talking about, like, look, okay. Let me just add some more context to what was I forgot, was it gourd sauce or cac? I think it was cac, who was suggesting maybe doing co-commentary between myself and Hope. And look, my main thing is I like doing it myself. It lets me fully be myself, be fully as entertaining as I can be, And ooh, I think I need a hold on. I think I need to lower some of this ray tracing. You know what? Let's just prioritize good FPS. Season finale, we want all the frames per minute or frames per second. But so yeah, personal preference entirely for me. I just feel like I can entertain a lot better when it's just myself. I can be as excited. I can be as orgasmic. I can be as all over the place as I want. And now, Spark, what have you done, Sparky? Oh my God. Well, out in qualifying, but um, yeah. So I have done co-commentary before, and we've done it well. It just doesn't have the same flow as it would in real life. I mean, we're not professional commentators. We don't have chemistry. Like we have chemistry between us, but it's so hard to not jump over each other. We have our two personal angles to watch here as Frosty beginning his first hot lap. What have we got, Mr. Frosty? What have we got? Oh, sorry, Frosty. Forgot to change this. This needs to be broadcast. Whoopsie daisies. My apologies. What's up, Mr. Cloutier? I'm pretty sure that's Pickle Tickle, right? I forget. I know your profile picture. I'm pretty sure you're Mr. Pickle Tickle Tickle Pickle. Either that or I'm confusing you with somebody else. But I know what your profile picture is in Discord. I know you in Discord. You have the cat. You have the very adorable cat. But yeah, I don't know what Spark's doing. He is a very big hater of the rain. Frosty here looking to be managing decently so far. I mean, yes, it is Senor Pickle Tickle. I knew it. But yeah, he's doing just fine. I wouldn't say spectacular, but he's managing so far. I mean, it's super drenched wet um, early on in the session, so there's no dry line yet. But let's see, Joe Biden Tied for first, 271 points with Mr. Bean is on a hot lap. Mr. Bean, I see, is in the middle of Sector 2. So it come down to them too. They are completely and entirely separate from the rest of the grid. Frosty won midweek tier 2 in the wets this past Wednesday. Shoo. What's up, Max? Hey, hope you're feeling better, Max. Um, so Max in my league, also in Sparks League, missed the race today. I'm gonna ban him from the league, but no, I'm just kidding. He had a 102-degree fever, and he was on some crazy perks, man. He was on medical grade Percocets, so he was not up to the race, which is fine. That's understandable, man. Whatever, you do you. Um, but yeah, Joe Biden looking very confident here. Frosty, a two minute lap time at Spa is ridiculous. We should hope to see that go down as the dry line begins to form. But yeah, so Max Scavenger, hope you're feeling better. There we go. This is a much better pace that I was expecting. 158.9 for Mr. Bean. Still not spectacular. But again, like I said, as soon as the dry line starts coming in, that is when we can really expect people to start really, really going faster around Spa in the wet. Oh, right, and you said you also missed your F7R race, the championship race. I mean, that's just unfortunate, man. That really is unfortunate. A lot of people setting 2-minute lap times. J. Root, second to go below 2 minutes. We also have constructors Williams versus V-Carb. Bit of a lockup, going a little deep there for Bidome. Joe Biden 159.6. Not as fast as Mr. Bean. I don't know if the actual race is going to be wet or not, so I don't know. That is not information that I know. Who else? Who else? Mr. Awoot about to cross the finish line. 2-minute 1. Let's look at Craig. Craig collecting some water, it seems like. Max has some crazy voodoo going on with him. All right, so Craig will be going back around for his hot lap. Furzy is about to finish his. Furzy and Esther. Oh, you can hear the tires. I mean, sometimes there's only so much you can do, especially in qualifying. You just got to take the strategic lockup. Just invalidated. Race is light rain to overcast. Huh, that's not that bad actually. That's not that bad. Could be a lot worse. Wait, how do you know that? I don't see you in this lobby, or am I blind? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Jay Story in full wets. What kind of a lap time can he set in the full wets? Might be a little late though, as there is a bit of a dry line forming now. Oh, yeah. Oh, to answer your question, Max, I'm not sure. He just disqualified almost as soon as he left the pits. That's cooked for Jay Story. Purple sector 1. Purple sector 1 in the full wets. Oh shit. Whoopsie daisies. Dude, here I am. Season finale, and I'm doing this dumb shit. But yeah, so we have the Williams, 20 points behind the V-Carb. So if Joe Biden does, let's say beats Mr. Bean, he could get the drivers and solidify the constructors in one race. In the season finale. Wild, wild stuff. Wild shit is what I would say. HTL Llama 158.8 in the full wet. It seems that the first lap definitely faster to go with the full wet tires, but here we can start to see the dry. I pointed to my screen like you guys could see what I'm pointing at, but we can start to see the dry line coming in. And is the dry line dry enough? Dry. Say that so many times fast. Is it going to be good enough for the inters to be better than the full wets? That is the risk and the gamble that people are going to have to take, the calculated risk. Jay Story into the bus stop. Not looking too bad. All comes down to the exit, though. That's what really matters here. It's going to be a bit of a slow one for him. We did see him really mess up going into Sector 2, but Could be worse. Could be worse. All right, let's see if Mr. Bean is on a lap now. He's finishing one. He is a second and a half faster, unless the game is lying to me. Very likely. A 157.1. The dry line has come in. The inters are the tire to be on now. Let's see. Is Joe Biden on a lap? I think he just started one. He's in the middle of one. Maybe? He is faster. Second and 4/10 faster. These fast speed corners are always super sketchy in the rain. Super sketchy. Muscle memory tells you, oh, this is full speed, full speed. And I think, you know, at least that one particularly is still full speed, but you have to be so much more careful when you're snapping the car into it. 157 flat set by Joe Biden. We are seeing a shootout between the two World Driver World Driver Championship leaders. Spectacular to see Llama. Seemingly, no, he's on an in lap, I think. No way, this is another hot lap. I mean, it could be actually, but no, he's definitely not finishing this lap out. Going into the pits, I can assure you. Yep, there he goes. Kofu, hot lap, improving by almost a 10th so far. Is it weird for me to say that I actually really enjoyed driving Spa in the rain? And the dry, obviously, but I do really like driving it in the wet. Something about it feels really fun. Same thing with Australia. I love driving Australia in the rain. Purple Sector 2 by Kofu. Is that a symptom of higher wings, or is that a symptom of higher skill? I don't know. We shall find out here in the third sector if he is faster in Sector 2 because of wings or because he is better. If he has lost time, he has improved by a lot. Maybe he's not on much higher wings than the rest. Now into third, the Ferrari looking very solid. Gortzos on a hot lap. Sector 1 improving by 3/10. You're going to need a little more than that to get under the 2-minute mark. That's pretty solid. Not too bad, not too shabby. A little bit of rear spin though. Hey! Make that 150 followers. Let's go. Dude, I need to start setting up more of like the whole, you know, like bot stuff. Oh, gourd sauce! Not invalidated. Might still be okay. Maybe only losing out to a 10th. Does have a Kick Sauber car in front of him. Either Bazerga or Jay Story. Ooh, and he's losing it. He's losing it. He's choking it. He's got it double fisted up halfway down his throat, and he's choking it. Is a second 0.2 faster. That could put him 159 flat. If he improves by a little more, it could easily be top 5. Llama, though, that person who we could sneak above, is going out on another lap here shortly. So, maybe not. Let's see it, Gortzos. Let's see it. What have you got for us? A 158 flat. Even better than I thought. Saving a lot more time in that third sector. Up into P3. We are seeing back and forth in this qualifying. J-Root, almost 3/10 faster. Purple Sector 2. Last we saw somebody hit a fastest Sector 2, they immediately hit a massive improvement on their lap. Can we see the same here from J-Root and the Ferrari? Can we see the same? Completely out of battery. I mean, I guess you don't really need it on the exit of this ball stop. Going deep, and he's called it. He's called it there. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Cac Supreme in lap. No, on a hot lap. Just completely out of battery almost. Not harvesting here. He's in medium. Might kind of sell his lap. You know what I do wonder? I wonder how realistic this game is when it comes to dry line. What if everybody drives completely off what is the normal racing line? Does the game simulate that? I'm very curious. That'd be something to. I mean, not that it means anything. It wouldn't benefit anybody. It's just like a cool thing, a cool factoid. How accurate is the game physics simulation? Cack with some traffic. His teammate ahead. It is Gortsauce, maybe trying to give him some slipstream. Help each other out. They want the Williams to outscore the V-Carbs as much as possible. There he goes, getting some slipstream. How long until he bails? Immediately bailing. It does sim it, but it's not as, nowhere near as good as real life. All right, Cack. How much do you improve by? P10 to P10. Not enough from Cack. Not enough from Cack. Well, we now have these two on their hot laps. It is Mr. Bean on a hot lap, Joe Biden on a out lap right now. So, let's watch current second place. Should have more grip than the previous lap, as more and more cars have driven over the track, allowing some more water to be dispersed. Oh, he's not using any battery. Okay. A wrench being thrown. It is HTL Llama on pole position. In pole position. A 156. A 156.889. First car to go faster than 157. Yeah, I don't understand. I guess Mr. Bean is just doing 2 outlaps. Yeah, I don't know. See if we can find somebody else for the time being. Brian B and Furzy have not set valid lap times yet. They will want to set one as soon as possible. McLaren fan, my fellow friend from FSR, absolute baller, in 10th. Purple 62 from Court Sauce. I think Joe Biden. Nope, it is a different V-Carb. Mr. Bean, I think, has just started his hot lap. Where does Gortsauce go, though? No battery here on exit. No fastest lap from Gortsauce! Alright, so the Red Bull, Mr. Bean, still waiting, actually. I don't know what he's up to. He's starting his now, but Joe Biden just ahead of him, heading into Eau Rouge, full speed. Does he lift even a little bit here? No, he doesn't. Full send. There's enough grip for him to go flat out through there. Using a lot of battery. Can Joe Biden retake pole position? And then even if he does Mr. Bean then fastest sector 1? Off to a good start is Joe Biden. Biden and Mr. Bean tied 271 points at the top of the Drivers' Championship. Comes down entirely to this race, finishing ahead of the other. Yes, Biden looking very, very confident, very in control of his car in the wet. This is going to be it. This is the last one to go. Ooh, that was cutting it close, Mr. Biden. That was cutting it close. Could have been an invalidation. Was not. Millimeters off of a bit of a disaster. Mr. Bean is behind him halfway through Sector 2. He's going to be able to set his lap and then, see a couple seconds after whether or not he has done the work. Almost 2 seconds faster! So he's sitting at a 155 flat at the moment. Can he keep this up? Can he finish this lap? What's up, Max Scavenger? Welcome back, homie. We are about to see some absolute ridiculous laps set here. Using up all his battery. Does not need it on exit, as he wants to minimize tire spin. Here we go. Drag race to the finish line. A 154.8, Mr. Bean. Where are you at? He is 1.5 seconds faster. May not be improving by as much as Joe Biden did, and locking up, kind of messing, what's it called? Hitting the pooch, pooching the scooping the pooch. 154.966, not fast enough to be faster than Joe Biden, but good enough for P2. Llama, I think is on another hot lap. Yes, he is. What can Llama do? I missed the lap time or the split time, so I have no idea if he's on an improvement or not. McLaren fan up into P7. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Furzy up into P4! It only took him one. It seems like it only took him one valid lap, and he's up into P4. Llama on exit. What does he got? What does he got? What does he got? What does he got? A 155.8. Only P4. Only P4. I say only P4 like that isn't some kind of accomplishment here. Out of ERS so early there, Llama? Yep. It seems to be that the strat is to, you don't need your battery on exit of the bus stop chicane, as you're coming out of it at such a low speed. You just want maximum grip. You don't need the maximum acceleration. You want to mitigate some of that tire spin. So Joe Biden and Mr. Bean battling it out, the two Brits. I mean, it's crazy. Tied on points. It's going to come down entirely to who wins this race, or who finishes ahead of each other. Nobody behind them is threatening them. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. And then, I guess, let me take a peek. If they were to still tie, somehow, say they both DNF or something, or both finish outside of the points, most race wins would go to Mr. Bean. Oh, yeah. Down near the end of the straight, yeah, that really cooks him. 100% cooks him. So yeah, Mr. Bean would win the tiebreaker if they were to tie somehow. Somehow. That would be that would be ridiculous if they both tie somehow. They both just DNF or both finish outside of points. What kind of shenanigans would those be? Oh, I think you're 100% right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they do fastest lap point here. Jesper, I guess you can confirm for us. Uh, that is a very good point. If one of them were to finish P10, get 1 point, and the other one gets fastest lap, and is no points. Mm. Mm. I mean, I feel like that's even more unlikely. But hey, you really never know. You really never know. Yeah, Craig. I think with the pace of some of these fast dudes in here, I would take a P10 too, man. I'm no slouch. I'm not slow. But some of these guys are rapid, dude. Some of these guys are fast as shit. Fast as testicles can produce children or something. I don't know. See, like, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys are aware of. It's not even a stereotype. It's genuinely just like how it is. Southern, like the white Southern man. I am not white. I am very Mexican. But like the white stereotypical Southern man, like grandpa even. Um, they have like all these random ass sayings like, you're so dumb. It could be raining pussy and you'd still get a dick in your mouth or some shit like that. I think I've actually heard that one before, but it's stuff like that. They just have a saying for everything. Instead of raining cats and dogs, they say it's raining. I don't even know, bro. I don't know. So I am Southern. I am from the South, not deep South. Let's settle down. I am Southern, but I'm just nowhere near on the level as like those Southern gentlemen grandpas. You know what I mean? You talk being all he knows. She. Perfect example of do as I say and not as I do. Thank you, Mr. Craig. Thank you, Mr. Craig. That is what I've been told. I mean, look, here's the thing. A lot of people, I think, expect F1 25, the video game comms, to be like professional and like all this and all that. Look, it's never gonna be like that, man. Wait, hold on. Okay, let me do this, and then there's a disclaimer at the end. So, Jasper saying that it was so American you can hear the eagle soar. Okay, don't judge the first one. I need a. Okay, that was the warm up. That was a warm up. I can't fucking do it. Oh, wait, that was better. Hold on. I don't even know if my mic picks it up because it likes to mute like some of the dumb sounds I make. I can't do it. Ugh. But did you know? It's kind of sad actually. So the so-called, those eagle soar like shriek or whatever you want to call it, the eagle call is not the bald eagle sound. Bald eagles just kind of chirp and stuff. It's actually I think the red-tailed hawk that makes that sound. That makes that like hawk cry. A bit sad. All right, here we go. On to the formation lap. Uh, will Sparky actually participate in the race? That's what I'm wondering. He's very much not a fan of the rain. Everybody on enters. Yeah, everybody on enters. Not much more I can tell you, but so yeah. As far as it's a video game, dude. You can't like. I can't get the same amount of information that they get in real life without like some external thing or somebody else telling me. Um, I don't control. I can't pick camera angles aside from. I mean, what does it even call it? It calls it broadcast versus TV pod. I don't. I can't decide that, man. So I do my best to analyze the race, commentate over the happenings of the race, and then fill it in with some entertainment. What more can you ask me to do? Gotta keep it entertaining for the people. Oh, gee, thanks. Thank you, game. I really would never have known that inters were the way to go around here. Dude, oh my god. See, don't even get me started. Like, some of these are fine. Some tracks are really great. I think Spa is one of them. Spa has some really nice cinematic angles. Monaco is actually not as bad as some people would think. Jeddah's decent. I think, what is it? Miami, I think, is just horrible. It's so bad, the angles that you get from the game. Coda is one of the most cinematic ones because they have this really nice helicopter one, and it's just perfect. It's just cinema, as they would say. Um, Brazil, I think that one's kind of rough just because of how congested the track is in on itself. But yeah, it's really just only so much. Dude, fuck, man. So I don't know if you've tried using the 26 mod. I recently just installed F1 Manager again because I don't know, ADHD just has me go back and forth between things. I can never like fully commit to something and just like stick it out long term unless I put in a lot of like mental effort into doing that. So we see Joe Biden actually playing a little bit of mental games here on Mr. Bean, and not even mental games. This is a genuine strategy for the start of this race here, angling his way so that he has a shorter distance to that racing line to try and beat out Bidome Mr. Bean to the racing line. Try to get ahead of him and slow him down some more. Take the position early on. Really set the tone early. But yeah, there's like a 26 mod. I can talk about it after the race start when there's a little less going on. But here we go. PRL Season Finale. Tied on points is the two front runners, Joe Bidome and Mr. Bean. Off we go. The leaning, the cutting across the racing line has a better start. Bit of a move maybe from the Red Bull. A little bit of sliding. Oh, and Aston Martin sending a Haas off track. It is Woot and Furzy. Safety car or VSC? I think it's a VSC. I need to see the boards. Give me the board. Give me the board. I'm pretty sure it's a VSC. No safety cars coming out. VSC it is. Wild start already. I think we're back to race speed, or will be here shortly. You can just see the spray. It's not, it's not as bad as it was early in qualifying, but dude. Llama really sniffing the exhaust of Mr. Bean. He doesn't care how tight the title fight is. He says, I want my own personal glory. I want my own success. Everybody else be damned. I am here to be a competitor. And hey, you got to respect it. You have to respect it. No easy victories around here. Woot getting ahead of Sparkashira, his teammate. Where's Mr. McLaren fan? McLaren fan up into P5. Let's go, homie. That's my guy. That's my guy. Late entry into the race. Me and Spark were talking about this race. You know, me commentating, Spark driving, and he was like, hey, I have free time. Could I join? And we said, hey, we'll see what the admins say. We'll see what they say. Up and down the grid. I mean, it's so much different style of racing in the rain. There's no DRS. And so you don't see as many people, you know, hitting some crazy closing distances. But J-Root is rapidly catching to this Alpine. Might have a better speed going to the chicane. What kind of a move does he make? Has the outside line. Can they keep it clean? Oh, okay. I think we're good. That was just a little bit of net code. Fastest lap going to Joe Biden, the race leader. His main job here, his priority is going to be to run away from Mr. Bean as soon as possible, if at all possible. And so we're kind of starting to see that actually. Joe Biden now up to 7/10 away. Bean dropping some some battery to kind of make up that gap. Spark hanging out in P17 still. His teammate Iwu skyrocketing up into P14, getting several overtakes in the span of not even half a lap. Frosty gaining. Actually, I lied. Mr. Bean also gaining. Does he chance a move? No, he does not. But does Frosty chance a move? No. Sitting here harvesting, it seems like. These guys, a lot of these guys, not at all rusty in the rain. They are all very well controlled in the rain. Look at them. They're hitting power slides. They're playing Need for Speed out here. Oh, Frizzy's wheel disconnected? Fuck, man. That is so unfortunate for him. Well, the Haas, I think, that he collected was a Woo, and a Woo is immediately picking up positions like it's nothing. Just kind of cutting through the field like a hot knife through butter. Ooh, you guys like that one, don't you? You love that one. Bazurga is kind of catching up to Kofu ahead, but not really enough to do any kind of a move. Kofu now actually catching up to Frosty as well. And as I was saying earlier, so Joe Biden was kind of separating from Bean, but now Bean able to kind of make that up now, as well as Llama. It is those three at the front on an island of their own. Second storyline, though. Spot disconnected. Oh, what the hell? He's being driven by AI, and he's holding his own somehow? Craig ahead of Ghost Viper now. Ghost Viper losing 2 positions in 1. Maybe a little bit of a spin, losing traction, losing control, compromising his exit speed. Kofu. Ooh, he does unnerve the Aston Martin. Oh my god, the 3 of them! P1, P2, P3 just sequentially took fastest lap back to back to back. These guys are having the time of their lives right now. See, look, people say, oh, the rain, there's no overtake. Oh, you know, there's not fun battles. Well, maybe you just fucking suck. Maybe you just stink in the rain. Do I have him as a friend? I might. Hold on. Spot up. I do not. I mean, I do not. It's a bit of tough luck. Oh, we rejoin immediately to see some battling going on between the two. Look at this amazing camera angle. Speaking of camera angles, look at this amazing one. Helicopter cam. Joe Biden, Mr. Bean fighting side by side. Still side by side. It is Bean on the outside. Dude, they are. Oh, they are elbows out, fucking dicks out, helicoptering. They said, hey, I am more of a man than you are. You back out. No, you back out. No, you back out. Now the McLaren seeking his opportunity here. Outside, barely hanging on to grip, shaking a bacon, bobbing and weaving, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Or what does Dog Hudson say? Floating like a Cadillac, stinging like a Beamer. Something like that. Float like a Cadillac. Yeah, sting like a Beamer or something like that. I don't know. Frosty now up ahead of McLaren fan. McLaren fan, what are we doing? Come on, homie. Do better. Dude, this title race here is looking spicy. It is looking amazing. It is tasting delicious. Speaking of tasting delicious, more chicken bite for me. I am hungry. Llama. Oh my god, Llama ahead of Bean. It's only lap 4, and we are already seeing potentially title deciding moments. One of which, Llama getting ahead of Bean. Splitting the 2 title contenders. Brian B is very close to the Aston Martin of Furzy. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye. Who was on pole? It was Joe Biden. I'm pretty sure. Like 90% sure. But I've been known to be wrong. Okay, no move made there. Bean, Llama, and Joe Biden still hanging out kind of on their own. But all that battling has allowed Gortsauce the chance. The minuscule chance. Joe leads the championship by 1 point? Really? Oh, because you guys do pole points. Well, really, almost doesn't make much of a difference considering there's no way they don't finish near the top. And near the top, there's bigger point distribution. So it's still unless they fall down to like P10, P9, P8 kind of a deal. Or no, P9, P10. Those are the only ones separated by a singular point. Or you know, fastest lap point too. That can be a bit of a decider. But it's still just gonna come down entirely to who finishes ahead. Who finishes the race before the other one. That is gonna be the true guaranteed title decider. CAC Supreme and Brian B fighting it out. 2 blue cars. That can be also a well, not really. Right now, for the constructors, the Williams need to outscore the V cars by 20 points, and with Joe Biden in the lead, it is just not looking like it's going to happen. Jay Root opening. Oh, what is this? 4 cars going at it in very close proximity here in the rain. This is okay. There goes Spot Up leaving the session. It is 2 Ferraris on each other. It's Ferrari on Ferrari crime. Red on red. The front 3 seem to be settling down for now. They saw that maybe Gortatz was catching up to them, and so they are choosing to either they're choosing to just kind of relax, or that is just a natural consequence of their current I don't know, their current pace, of their current race pace. Back here in the midfield. Not much being decided here. So the Ferrari is in 6th. Could beat the Alpines. At the moment, would beat the Alpines. Ooh, Bidom has now outpaced Llama. More than a second between Bidom and Llama. Mr. Bean now almost 9/10. Yeah, now 9/10 behind of Llama. This might be the title decider. That might be it. Spark up into 17th, McLaren fan into 6th. Look at the position changes. So position changes, Llama up 2, Bean, Gortatz down 1, and then from there we have Frosty, McLaren fan, Kofu, Jiru, and Balzerga all gaining positions. With Ewoot dropping down 4, he was involved in an incident in turn 1 as somebody's controller had disconnected, or not controller, wheel, but yeah, we are seeing quite a bit of movement here. Furzy and Craig now battling. Oh, it's not? Shit, okay. See, this is how little... I'm going to have to pause it real quick so I can pull up the point system. So, the point system, message requests... I don't know why it does that. So, the point system is actually... First is 36. Oh, you guys go down all the way to 20th. I should have known that. Fastest lap does go to Joe Biden. Not looking good for Mr. Bean, especially since Bean is in 3rd. What is up, Suzuki? How you doing, homie? Are you part of this league, or are you just hopping in here? I think you've been in this... I think you're in this league. Yeah, Jesper, I'm assuming is recognizing you. So first place gets 36, second gets 29, third gets 26, 23, 21, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, all the way down to 1 for 20th. Longtime member of the league but no longer racing. I feel like I remember that. I remember you talking about that the last time I commentated. That was kind of a while ago. Bean catching back up to Llama. Fastest sector 1. That is exactly what he needs to be doing right now. He needs to be catching up to Bidom. Otherwise, his title is Gonzo. Finito. Yellow flag. We have a Mercedes. Seems to be Craig losing control, or Forrest into losing control. Yep. I actually really enjoyed driving Spawn in the rain. McLaren fan very close to the Ferrari. And the Ferrari and the kick very close behind them. So you might think the people up front with everything to gain in this race would be fighting or would be in the tightest I don't know, close quarters battling, but no, right now it's the midfield. Don't mind me, I'm just hydrating myself with some Gatorade. Yeah, these four right here battling it out very closely at the moment. Look at him. And a fifth, maybe. No, 2.6 seconds behind. I don't expect any of you to have ever done this, but if you drive Spa backwards, Eau Rouge, going the other way is so terrifying. You don't see where you're going because it's such a big drop off from the top, dude. Oh my god, it is terrifying. Oh, J. Root, he has a runner, McLaren fan. McLaren fan guarding the inside as best as he can, but just too little too late. Just not enough speed on exit. There's now J. Root ahead, connecting back up with his teammate Kofu. Cac Supreme, another one. Inside on the Alpine. Keeping it very clean. Could definitely be a little rougher around the edges. But these guys, you know, a big mutual respect between all these drivers, it seems like, all wanting to prioritize driving clean. What's up? I also remember asking you how to say that. I'm going to call you Ramsey. That might be what it is. But yeah, Ramsey. I forgot why I was saying your name. I don't know. I recognize the name, though. Brian B. ahead of Jay Story, the Alpine teammates, back together again. Dude, see, I might be stupid, guys, but I'm not an idiot, alright? Ghost Viper trying to maybe retake the position from Cac that was taken by him at the end of Radion. Mr. Bean losing time to Llama. Llama new fastest lap. Yeah, I'm American, guys. I'm American. Cut me some slack. See, but you say that. I think... Well, okay. Let me say it this way. The average American is stupid. But so is the average person in the world. Average intelligence is not something you should aspire to. Oh, Llama. Llama gaining an insane amount of time on Bidom. Did Bidom have a slip up? Did Bidom lose focus for just a little bit? But yeah, you should never strive to be of average intelligence. That is pretty that is a pretty low bar, guys. Llama had him, and then he had nowhere to go. That's a reference. If one of you gets that, I'll be very proud. If any of you get that reference, it's kind of a snipe. Yeah, you know what I mean then, Jesper. You know exactly what I mean. Average intelligence is definitely do not want to be of average intelligence. Average and anything else, anything competitive, if you're average, that's fine. That's you know, that's whatever. If you're average, actually no, I feel like averages might just genuinely be kind of bad. Yeah, I don't know of I can't think of a single average that you want to be. Oh, late breaking from Llama. Give me a better camera angle, game. What are we doing? Bidom seemingly getting a better exit. Game, please. Give me something better. No, it is the McLaren. Collecting the puddles. I've never heard that, but that's funny. Balzerga, 3-second time penalty in a battle with McLaren fan. Back and forth and back and forth. Same thing with Kofu and Frosty. Brian and Ghost Viper switching positions now as teammates. But yeah, this makes it more exciting. This is giving Mr. Bean a chance. Llama, out of battery. Are we racing F126 regulations right now? Out of battery, giving up the position down the straight. Mr. Bean is back in it. Mr. Bean is back in close proximity to Joe Bidom. He needs to finish higher than him On track. Needs to finish uh, in a higher position than Mr. Bean, and same goes for Joe Biden. Needs to finish ahead of Mr. Bean to be the champion of the world. All right, that was the last of my chicken bites, but actually, I need to step away from my desk super fast. Normally, I just go and I use some hot sauce for my chicken bites, and I don't want to let that dry on the plate because then it becomes annoying to clean when I go wash the dish. And so I would normally go all the way down to my kitchen, but I think if I just use some napkin to like wipe it off, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's fine. This should be good enough. Won't be that big of a hassle to clean later, so I can just throw that away. Now that I'm done eating, no more random interruptions in commentary. I should have eaten some breakfast, man. I was starving, low key. Low kizzle in the hizzle. So Joe Biden, Llama, and Mr. Bean still very close together. What are you excited for, Max? Oh, well, you're excited for PTRL. The draft is on Monday. Ooh, the McLaren. Llama trying to kind of poke his nose in. No success there. And then why are you excited for... Yeah, why are you excited for Tuesday? Only thing I can think of. Oh, is it Chronic or is it because Tuesday you can pre-order and seemingly go ahead and download the DLC, but you can't play it till Wednesday? Is that what you were so excited about? Okay, Chronica. Okay. What's going on in Chronico on Tuesday? I thought the season already ended. Oh man, that was some good chicken bites, man. What can I say? Draft is on Tuesday? Oh, for Chronico. Oh, I did not know that. Ooh, Llama and Mr. Bean both pitting early. Pitting before Bite aiming for the undercut. Well, we'll check back on them. Gordas as well. Let's go to Awoot. Everybody following the example. Except for McLaren fan, Joe Biden as well. 10-second time penalty to who? To Bazurga! No! So Kofu, Biden, McLaren fan, Furzy. And that's it seems like. Are the only ones staying out. The only ones staying out. Yeah, nothing really going on. Not many battles at the moment. So here's the thing. When it comes to rain race, as soon as people pit, that is where you see massive, massive gaps form. I'm pretty sure they're pitting for new tires. It's still raining. I think Pickle Tickle said that I didn't check myself, but from the weather broadcast or the weather set by the league, it is going to dry at the end, but it's a question of when. Is it going to be enough to get off the inters, or you know what's what? Heard that F1 2026 has less dirty air. That would make sense. That is literally what is present in real life. A lot of specific changes in kind of aerodynamic regulations um, for the cars were to mitigate dirty air. So same thing with like the Venturi tunnels that were in the like the huge ground effect era. Those caused a very large amount of dirty air, and so those were removed immediately after due to kind of halfway safety concerns because of the how bad the dirty air was. And look at that undercut. It is Llama and Mr. Bean ahead of Bidome now, but Bidome will have the freshest tires in the later stints. So we shall see. We shall see what happens from here. Gord Sauce, kind of catching up to McLaren fan right now. Yellow flag. Who could that be? What's the yellow flag for? Is it that kick? I don't know. So from what people have been talking about, is they're saying that it feels. Oh shit, my headphones are a low battery. Um. Oh, Suzuki. See, yeah. I mean that that's you do you. I'm buying it immediately. I run a league. We'll probably do two separate at the same time, depending on people's interest level. We might have a 25 and a 26 season on at the same time. But I'm excited for the 26 regulations actually. Mostly because since coasting will be such a big thing, and battery management, I'm pretty good at managing my battery in race. And so I'm excited about that because that could be a small advantage that I have. But from what people are saying that have played the game already, like creators and such, um, the cars handle similar, and it's kind of a balancing thing. It's because, so the cars are smaller, they're nimbler, but then you also uh, have a little less, I guess, acceleration out of corners because more power is coming from the battery, and I think it's just less power in general. Um, See, and I almost don't even think it's a mental bandwidth exactly. Um, well, no, you're 100% right actually, because it's going to be a lot more of strategic playing, a lot more chess games going on, and I think the biggest haters of all that are the ones who are just brain dead robots that drive. They're not really thinking. All they're doing is just fast, 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 right? Yeah, and so the people who um yeah, I think that's genuinely what it is. I think it's good. It'll increase the skill gap. I think. Uh, you know, Raise the skill ceiling and maybe separate people out a little bit. Make it more interesting. Brian B fighting with his teammate ahead of Ghost Viper now. This is now interesting because at the moment, as it stands, Mr. Bean would be your champion, but Bidome on fresher tires is gaining. We are a little over halfway through the race. Fastest lap, Llama back to back. Oh, I lied. Bidome knew fastest lap. He is gaining. They should be concerned. They should be worried. Not much else really going on. Woot is kind of fighting with Balzerga. Balzerga, though, with 13 seconds of time penalties, pretty rough for him. Though he really wouldn't lose any positions, it seems like. He would really only lose one, as CAC Supreme is 20 seconds behind plus. Here we go. Hello, how are you, Mr. Bazorga? He's clean ahead of Bazorga. Guarding the inside, a bit of a late. Oh, hey! That's like 3 moves down the straight. You know, it's not dirty, but we're borderline here. It's a little bit unsportsmanlike, if you ask me. But hey, no incident really. Alright. Bidome has gained a lot of time on Bean. What does he do? Does he go for getting ahead as soon as possible and just trying to form a gap? Or does he just kind of ride? Kind of ride with Mr. Bean. Just kind of sit there, harvest, manage his tires, and triple make sure that he has the freshest, most grippy tires at the end of the race. Make his move near the end. Is that what he decides to do? All depends on his race philosophy. Kofu overtaking the Mercedes and McLaren fan early. Frosty with a 3-second time penalty. J. Root, McLaren fan pitting. Had he not pit already? No, he's pitting late. Interesting strat. He will have very fresh tires for the end of the race, but, well, Bidome definitely not happy to sit behind of Mr. Bean at the moment, and Harvest is utilizing a lot of battery. So, I don't know. I don't think DLC will be a stinker. I mean, it's a racing game. How bad can a racing game be, you know? Especially one that's not fundamentally changing what it is. It's physics aren't changing. It's just the way the cars handle is different. The physics are the same, right? That's what some people get confused. They get twisted a little bit. They're like, "Oh, the physics are changing. They're gonna change the physics model." No, it's just there's different parameters. There's the cars drive different because they are different. Physics are the same, and so I don't know. Racing's racing. Ooh, Bidome getting a little spicy there, trying maybe to poke his way around the outside. Difficult move to attempt, difficult move to pull off, and well, he didn't pull it off. Whew, man. Where's Mr. Sparky? Sparky in 16th could gain a position maybe. McLaren fan is in 11th after pitting. We'll have some traffic ahead. Not much time to make up time on those people who had already pit. Bidome. When does he try to make his move again? He is right on the tail of Mr. Bean. Losing out a bit on that exit. Oh my god, man. Both of them diving off the racing line. I wonder how much of it from Mr. Bean is to get into the wet spot of the track and cool down the tires, and how much of it being to break slipstream early on. Oh, dude, these fresh tires from Bidome are sick. He's being slowed down right now. He wants to get ahead of Mr. Bean, but I guess it doesn't even matter where Llama finishes. Oh, I want to win the race. No, I want to win the race. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the consequence of where these guys finish. Whoever finishes on track, or whoever finishes ahead of each other on track, whoever finishes ahead of the other on track is who will be your champion. And so that is all these two are thinking right now. They are in their own bubble. It is you versus me, 1v1. Show me what you got. Show me what you've got, and I will do you one better. I wonder what. Oh my god, Mr. Bean, the battery level. Excuse me. Mr. Bean on almost maximum battery, but Joe Bidome at the moment is seemingly faster. Much wider angle there. Can he get the better exit? No, but he's doing a better job of managing his tires, it seems like. These exits are looking a little rough. It is Mr. Bean with the better traction exiting these turns, but maybe Bidom kind of, preventing a little bit of tire spin more so than Mr. Bean ahead. They are losing time to Llama. Llama looking like the runaway favorite to win this race, but it doesn't really matter. It'll be of very little consequence. Ooh, not great there from Bidom. Maybe have just picked up a warning as well. It looked like his tire kind of tipped onto the other side of the white line. Dude, I hate whenever I get really sleepy out of nowhere because I am fighting to not zone out right now. I am fighting to stay focused on this championship deciding battle between Bean and Bidom. If I'm to have any bias, Bidom was the one who invited me into the lobby today. So you know what? That's what I'm going for. Ooh, a little bit of a small mistake there from Bean up ahead. We'll lose some time to Bidom. Ooh. Better through the turns right now is Bidom. Goes Viper and Cac fighting right now. Sorry, boys, but we have the title up in the air right now between these two drivers. Gotta take priority. Dude, this Bidom's gear management is amazing to watch. Instead of, being on like 50%, 60%, 70% throttle, on those exits, he's full throttle, but as soon as the tires maybe would start to wheel spin, he is next gear, early upshift. Maximize the tire grip. Oh, does he have it? Does he have it? Is the slipstream strong enough? He's using. Taking a different line, trying to prioritize the speed through the corner and the exit. No such luck. Has a better exit, sending it into this corner. Around the outside, I don't think it's going to happen, at least not in the rain, not in these rainy, wet conditions. Oof. He's trying. Can't say he's not. He is trying his best. 5 laps to go. More like 4.5. He's running out of time. He has fresher tires. Ah, shit. I was running Racing League tools by accident. Does he have him here? Does he have him here? Okay, I can pause super quick. Well, since I have it running, I might be able to see. I can see their tire wears. Yeah, so right now, Llama on 64%, much more worn. Bean and Bidom are on the same tire wear. It is an average of their 4 tires, so both apparently on 55%. Corn Sauce and the Williams behind on 63%. Bidom has a faster lap by 4/10 as far as their fastest lap goes. This is going to come down to the wire. This is going to come down to the wire. 3 more laps. 4 more laps, I lied. 19, 20. Yeah, 4 more laps. And it's all down to Bidom and Bean. How many times can I say that? How many times can I say that before it starts to get old? I don't think there is a number. Oh, Bidom. Oh, Bidom. Both dumping battery. It is Bean with more battery. I think the track is slowly starting to dry up. The clouds are breaking. The sun is starting to come out. But it might be way too late. It's going to be a matter of just finishing out the race on the inters no matter what. Not much of a reason to switch onto slicks, even remotely soon, potentially. Oh, Bidom. Different line. Better exit speed? Nope. A little bit of a spin. Compromising some of that exit speed. Spark now into 14th. Let's go. McLaren fan down in 11th does not seem to be catching fast enough to get up into the top 10 maybe. Bit of a strategy mistake. Bit of a strategy miscalculation. Bynum and Mr. Bean. That's what it comes down to. Oh my god, man. Oh, wow. Llama pitting onto softs? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, these two are staying out. Oh my... Dude, holy shit. It's only been like a lap and a half since they were on 55%. They've gone up almost 10%. Bynum up to 68%. More than 10%. And now Bean on 65% tire wear. It is dry. It is 100% dry, and these tires are screaming for help. Oh my god. Hey! Watch out, Kofu! More people pitting onto softs. Quite a few people on softs now. This is crazy to see. This is crazy to see. Do these two pit? Maybe a little bit of mind games can be played here. Mr. Bean could pretend to go into the pits and change last second. Bit of a mind game, dude. Bynum is on 73%. I think he has no choice. I don't think he has a choice. They both just don't have a choice. I think they both have to pit right now, or they are risking puncture. 70% for Bean, 75 for Bynum. And again, that's just an average. One of these tires could be on much higher tire wear. I mean, yeah, you can't really see the shreddedness of them as much. No pit stop. Talking about, earlier, talking about moments that could define the championship. This is another one. They're going to have to go at least 2 laps. Or no, at least another lap on these on inters. And they are shredding up rapidly. 77% now for Bynum. I find it hard to believe that they could carry these to the end. There's just no way. They are screaming for help right now. Ooh, some shaking and bacon being done by Bynum. Does he have a slipstream? No, they're both slowly running out of battery. Bean on much lower than he was in the previous couple of laps, I think. This is crazy, dude. This is absolutely crazy. 1 lap and a half. Oh, the tires just do not have the grip. They are overheating. They have to be overheating this entire lap. And the lap before. There's no way. Bit of a slipper from Bynum. Can Mr. Bean run away from it? They are both begging for RNGesus. RNGesus to bless them with healthy tires to the end of the race. Bynum onto 82%. Gordon Sauce 3-second time penalty. I almost thought it was one of these two. Bean on 76%. So far, Bynum has the better tire, or the worst tire wear. Bynum driving in the dirty air for quite a long time. There's a car stopped in the middle of the track that is a Red Bull. Might be Tar Heels, I think. Yes, he's the only Red Bull. Nope. Yeah, definitely Tar Heels, as Mr. Bean is ahead of us. Mr. Bean pulling it away. Bynum 85% now. 77 for Bean. Race or championship defining moment. Bean managing the inters potentially. Oh, he has a puncture. That has to be a puncture. There's no way. Oh, Bynum, he's lost it. But now it comes down to whether or not Bean gets a puncture. Praying for RNGesus. He's on 80. Hindsight says that Bynum should have pitted. It seems like Mr. Bean will be able to make it. Mr. Bean might be able to win this race. And with it, the championship. 82%. Fastest Sector 1. What in the fuck? People have been driving on softs. What do you mean fastest sector 1? There's no way! By a tenth? Who is this guy? Who is he? Forget. Fastest lap on inters. What the fuck are we doing? Track just, I guess, not as dry as some people thought. Llama taking a risk, not paying off. And to think, it was Mr. Bean hitting the undercut, pitting before Bidome. And Bidome was the one who couldn't keep the tire wear under control. But now, 86%. Dude, how? How is he doing this? There's no way. There's absolutely no way. 88% tire wear. How does he not have a puncture? There's no way. I am just in disbelief. Look at this man go. 90% tire wear. We have your world driver champion almost spinning it on exit. Look at him. He's celebrating. What an absurd race. What an absolutely absurd race. I am shocked. I am speechless. It is Mr. Bean, your champion. Second is Bidome. Oh my god. Bean, congratulations. Instead of being the wet the what's it called, the wet weather wizard, he is the what? He's the enters in the dry master. I don't know what to call that, dude. Yeah, fuck them implementing engine failures. Let's calm down, guys. Don't give them ideas. Don't give them any ideas. Dude, oh my god. No, I think having the RNG. Oh, what's up, Scrumpy? Dude. Oh my god. Title deciding moments. And the one that it really came down to was Mr. Bean staying out for the rest of the race on dry weather, on a dry track, sitting it out on inters as many others did, but the difference being he did it for the championship. Massive beans on that man. Massive beans. Hats off to Mr. Bean. Llama finishing second, very well done. Kofu third, and then second in your constructors. I'm pretty sure Bidome. I guess I should double check that since it is a different point system. So, 1 segundo. PRL standings. The Williams Vapors. No, he finished well below. And it's 34 points. Yeah, I mean, that is, dude, wild. Absolutely wild shit right there. Wild shit. Look at him. Look at him go, dude. Dude, holy Christ. Yeah, appreciate it, Craig. I've been missing a bit recently. Apologize for that. But, look. Just say I came through when it counted, I guess. Oh my god, dude. What a fucking race. What an absolute season finale race. That has now been 3 season finales that I've commentated for in the past week. And each one has delivered. Every single one has delivered. I mean, dude, hats off to this absolute mad lad. Mr. Bean, biggest fucking dick around. Surviving somehow. Praying to RNGesus is your champion. McLaren fan, look at him on debut. On debut, finishing in 7th. Looking pretty spectacular. Well, that does it. That does it for this season. PRL. That does it for my comms this season. On to the next. You guys are amazing. You guys are a great group. Um, yeah, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed the season, the racing, and the commentary from me and from Hoop. Thanks to Hoop for filling in whenever I've been absent. But yeah, you guys are a great group of guys. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your days. And if you care to join, I will be commentating, not on my channel. I'll be commentating on Formula Fan Championship in about 23 minutes. 23. 43 minutes. So yeah. Uh, thank you so much, guys. Have a great one, and see you next season.